Hello and welcome to this new playlist of videos that I'm making, where what I do is I just draw for a full hour, and I encourage you to draw with me uh, during 1 hour. Okay, so basically what I do is I don't think about these videos that much. I just select some beautiful drawings from a movie every day, and then I start practicing myself because there's no better way to improve your drawing skills than copying uh, the the masters and the guys from Disney. They are great artists, but I don't know much. Uh, like especially in the past, especially in the past, they were masters, uh, and because I think, yeah, well, I can speak about this in another moment. I have my opinion about uh, Disney. I think they've been I don't know, they've been getting worse with the years. Like, I don't think the stories, uh, both the stories and the art, they've been getting worse, sadly. And but I'm loving what I'm drawing right now because Sleeping Beauty for me is the masterpiece of Disney in terms of artistry. I think is wonderful. I mean, I think the backgrounds are absolutely beautiful, and and the design of the characters is wonderful, and the animation, everything. And it's when everything was done by hand, which is amazing. These drawings, they were so difficult to do that I think some of the artists, they could only make like two poses per day. And to animate anything, you need between 12 and 24 drawings uh, per second to make that uh, to make it feel like it's moving, and they could only make two drawings per day. uh, they're really difficult to draw. But let's see how it looks. I'm making this one because you didn't notice. Um, so yeah, the whole point of these videos is two things. Either you just enjoy, maybe you're watching this because you enjoy watching someone drawing, even though you don't draw, or you are you are you are an artist already, like you're on your way to become a great artist, and you just want to get better. um, and the best way to get better is just to practice. So basically, my only hope is that by this time you are jealous of me drawing and having fun. You got tempted, you got a piece of paper and a pencil, and you are drawing along with me. That would be great. That will be the whole point of this video, because that's the only thing that that I'm looking for with this collection of videos I'm making. It's just my own practice that I record. I start saying silly things while I draw, and that's it. That's the whole point. It's difficult not to have that melody in your head when you're drawing things of this movie. As I don't have speaker, I have to make my own sound soundtrack for the video. I can check here to see how far the chest goes. I can imagine a line here and see, you see it goes more or less in line with the cheek, a little bit more towards the inside, so that's a good place to leave the chest. I love the design of this of her hairstyle is just so good. I love these shapes. No, there's another one. They are like beautifully designed waves. The whole the way the hair flows. Now the back of the head goes quite far, like that. And now tangent here. Now go out again. And then while I draw, and you should do this as well, like maybe stop and just check how things are going. For example, I've noticed I did something wrong because you see the distance that between when the hair finished, okay, there's some distance here, and now we have the this bit of the shirt, right? Whereas in my case, it's lower than this one. So either I did the arm too short or I did the hair too long. So I need to decide what's going on, what I did wrong. I'm gonna say that let's see. Hmm, I think I did the hair too long. Let me know in the comments if you don't agree. Just leave a random comment in the on YouTube. You know why we insist so much? It's like leave a comment. Let us know in the comments what you think. It's just the algorithm, you know. Is if you want me to help, if you want to help me to reach more people, uh, just leave a comment because the algorithm thinks that when you well it obviously if people talk about one video is because they like it or they hate it and yeah I don't know it's a way of mm, um, the algorithm thinking that this video is worth watching. If people are commenting it, it's worth watching. So that's why every time you see a tutorial or anything, you see the guy or the girl saying, "Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think." It's not really because they care about what you think. Now maybe they do. Hopefully they do. I do. Okay, now. Drop the legs. Which is not easy. They're on. I can't remember how you call these posts, like tiptoes. Uh, I'm making it smaller because you know I've noticed I'm trying to this in line with this, so I know where the legs finish. In fact, I was doing it very short. I suggest when you, at least when you're starting, uh, it's a good practice to draw one thing next to the other and draw it in the same like in the same size. Like obviously now this maybe you are watching it. I mean I'm sure you are watching it on the screen, so you cannot make it exactly the same size. But I suggest that if I was drawing this on paper, I will have printed the the pose, right? I will have here the Sleeping Beauty and then I will have my piece of paper, my blank piece of paper, and I will try and draw it next. I will put just one next to the other and draw it exactly the same size to make sure that I put everything in line with the drawing that I'm making, you know? I apologize for all the mistakes that I make while speaking in English because it's not my first language and I don't think that much what I'm saying, to be honest. I just draw and say silly things out loud. Remember that the whole point of this is just to for you to think, oh man, that's so cool, that's looking great. I want to do it as well. And hopefully you are doing it. So the whole don't waste time just listening to the silly things that I say when I draw and practice. You can leave me in the background saying silly things. Uh, because yeah, maybe you are so bored that you want to listen to me. Okay, actually, put this higher. Mm. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. I'm noticing now. This the important thing when we're drawing is to draw first and then make corrections. Okay. So, for example, if I see here, you see all the way. If I go in line with the neck, I go all the way down, and we are perfectly. You see, we can imagine a perfect vertical line from the neck to the toes, right? To the to the feet. Whereas here, if I do a line now here in the neck, you see, I go down, 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 and I'm there, but not exactly. You see, I'm not in the middle. So I need to move the legs a little bit. If I was drawing by hand, I will need to erase and draw the legs again. As I'm drawing digitally, I can cheat a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna move all this a little bit. Like there. maybe a little more. Okay, and now I can make this again. I imagine the waist there behind the elbow. Well, oh, what happened here? Sorry. Photoshop is doing weird things. Okay. I'm doing something wrong with the legs. You see that this is very short compared with this one. This I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I have to make this thinner. And move this higher, like over there. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. We've been 24 minutes drawing this. You see, it's difficult and it's not perfect, but enough for some practice. Let's draw something else. I'm gonna try and draw that one maybe. Let's see what else do I have here. The guy there. I'll try this. Because we have You can start wherever you want, but I'm thinking that maybe in this case, I'm gonna do the the nose and the eyebrow shape. And now the other eyebrow. And I go in, you see, this, we go like here inside, and now we go out the cheek. We go down, more or less, you see, the same size as the nose. I go down there, more or less. Yeah, a little bit more. So a little more of the distance of the nose. I put it there. And now we have one eye here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw first something like this, and now I do the eyelash. In fact, I'm gonna make it like this, so that way it's not tangent to that line. We can see it better. It's looking that way. Now let's do the other eye. You see this line here? We need that line there to make sure that they are both in the correct place. So I do as before, something like this. Okay. 3 curved lines, and now I do an S shape for the eyelash. And the other pupil. I can make the eyebrows thicker. Now I'm gonna prove the nose. Okay, and let's see if we manage to make that pose of the mouth like ooh, which is not easy. Actually, I think I'm gonna just make the space between the lips, and I put the upper lip and the bottom lip. Mm, not exactly. Basically, the middle is like a tiny smile and a hole. Okay, now let's make the hair, which is this curl. Now it does something like that. Okay, now we have these three here, 1, 2, and 3. Now it goes down like that. We make sure, this line, it's like continuation of that one. More or less. Okay, so I'm going to make this one. And now I go like this. I open here. Move this a little bit. Okay. Now I'm gonna focus on this one. Goes like that. Now it goes. And does something like that. Okay. And now this is holding her hair. This is the top of the head. Okay. Whereas this other line is just like a fold of what is covering her head. And now does something like this. Gets thinner here. Okay, and now we have this. We'll go to this shape. We have to imagine the shoulders underneath, okay, like here, that will be the shoulders. And we finish with these S shapes. So these lines are more like straight lines than curves. I mean, they have overall they have this feeling of being curved, but in terms of the drawing itself, they are quite geometric shapes. Okay, I think I did this too far. So I'm gonna make this closer, like there, go down there, and now we go to the other shoulder. Okay, something like this is not perfect, but again, the whole point is to practice. Okay, we have time for one more. Let's make. I actually really like this one. So I'm gonna make this one. At least whatever we have time to do. But I like the fact that the side view of the head, it's a good way of learning how is a profile view of a head. Mm -hmm. Mm -hmm. In fact, I'm doing it directly like this, but you can notice, can you see here the circle of the Disney artist? So we have that circle and then we have that. So even though I'm not drawing it, I might do it now, okay? Because it's important to give a proportion to the whole thing. I mean, the head, it has like this ball there, okay? Ooh, sorry, I'm gonna turn off the alarm. So, Something like this. And now here, let's see if I manage to place the eye right. Looking up. Okay, here the difficult thing to make right is um, to, to leave the right distance there between the nose and the eye. In fact, I think I should do it a little bit closer, just a tiny bit, like that. Oh, sorry. Sorry again. And now the eyebrow. It has this shape, which I is one of my favorite eyebrow shapes. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's when a character is looking like, this will be angry, right? But there's this I really like when the eyebrows they make this shape. They go a little bit up, like when the character looks somehow, yeah, mixed between sad and worried. Okay, I'm gonna place the crown. So the crown is like a straight line that cuts that circle that we did before. This is like three. Well, this one in the middle is the easy to draw because it's like front view arrow, like this, and the other two sides we only see half of it. So we see one triangle there and the other one. Okay. And now from here, the middle, it folds all that cloth that is like that veil that is behind, like covering her hair. There we go. I'm noticing that I think the crown much bigger, like there. And now we have one shoulder here, the arm goes that way. Goes up like that. And let's see that hand. Mm-hmm. I'm not very convinced. There's something I'm doing wrong. The hand is very close to the head. And I don't know if I think I have to move all this down. And closer. Yeah. Like something like this. Here we don't see much because we have the head of the baby. We see the other shoulder here behind, going down a straight line. Here the feet of the baby, all covered and falling down the cloth that is keeping her warm. And let's try and do the other hand. So you see that I don't explain much. I just draw it. But because the whole point is that you just look at the original drawing and try to copy along with me. So that way we practice together. Okay, I think I did this hand a little bit high. That's much better. Okay, it's good enough. And now we can just make some adjustments. I can try and make the fingers better. Okay, so that will be it. So if you manage to draw until the end with me, if you're still here listening, then that means that you've been paying attention to something for a whole hour, which is it's amazing. And hopefully you've been drawing together with me, and that way we should have a high five because we managed to practice for a whole hour. So we are much better artists than we were 1 hour ago because we've learned so much. Oh, I forgot this little bit of hair. There we go. Okay, so now you can let me know if you have any request about things to draw in the future. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I will draw something related. Okay, if I like it. Yeah, that's it. I need to stop. Stop. Otherwise, I get too perfectionist. Okay, perfect things are the enemy of the good. Okay, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for drawing an hour with me, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.